summary, you call it as survey paper. That is one way of writing. The other way is, you need to select a work, do some work, get some results. With the results you are publishing. That is called as technical paper or research paper. Okay. The best way is to first put a survey paper and afterwards you can have a technical paper. But survey paper, when you are writing a survey paper, you should always have the help of expert in that field, because he will guide you in a proper way so that you can write a very meaningful survey paper. Fine. After reading your survey paper, one should start the work from that point onwards. This is how your paper writing should be. Now, when it comes to the technical paper writing, it's an art. See, you need to read a lot before actually you start the things. See, why should you care about writing? By writing, actually we are communicating with the people. First thing you need to take care is the way you write a paper. When you write a technical paper, all the information about the technical writing should be given in abstract, in a very crisp manner. So first part of a technical paper is abstract writing. Abstract writing normally will be of around 200 to 300 words. After that, followed by keywords. Keywords means 5 to 6 keywords will be there. All these keywords necessarily tells about which topic you are talking about. For example, you are writing about LNA, low noise amplifier. Amplifier, noise, amplifier design, frequency, bandwidth are going to be the keywords. As an example I said. Okay? And followed by the keywords, you need to write about introduction. So introduction will be the first section. In the sense, in the introduction section, we will be telling actually what kind of literature survey you have done, what is the state of art position of that particular technology. Okay? And what is the history of your technology. And second one will be theory. Theory in the sense, for example, you are writing about X. What is the theory related to the text should be given. And third one is about your work, fourth is results, and fifth is conclusion. Okay? This is the normal format in which a technical paper should be written. Today you have to take care about plagiarism. Plagiarism in the sense, mostly in starting days what many people are doing now, they are copying the information and they are pasting in the paper, which is wrong. Please don't do that. Don't copy the information just like that and paste it and prepare a paper. Even a case can also be registered against you if it is found exactly in the same manner. What you need to do is, you should quote in the references from where you have taken, and you should rewrite the sentences in your own way so that exact repetition of that is not done. Understand? So whatever you have taken, change in your own words, and also give the credit to the people from which paper you have taken. Their credit should be given. Fine. Next. There are some softwares called as Identicate, Test Ball, Plagiarism Checker. You have to put your paper in those softwares and you need to check before publishing the paper. Next part of the paper is, you should be very honest in your writing, in your approach. And if experimental results are there, you should take courtesy. Now suppose you have used the NIT Trichy laboratory. You need to give the credit to them. So I have used NIT Trichy laboratory for doing this experiment. My acknowledgements to so and so professors. Right? This should be mentioned and followed by editing. Normally we write 7 to 10 pages of paper and after editing it goes to 4 pages. Okay? Editing is the main part of technical paper writing. Fine, just like a movie. Now, know your audience. It's very important. That means when you are writing a technical paper, suppose if you are sending it to any IITs, so you should think twice about the standard that you are ensuring in your paper. You are sending it to a local conference, national level conference. I am not saying you to underwork, okay? Work should be in the same manner, but the presentation should be more and more precise. That has to be taken care. And then normally passive and active voice we can use in writing a paper. You see this, you just arrange in this order: main information, second most information, third most important point, fourth most important point. In this order we have to arrange and we have to write the paper. Next, body of the paper, which contains the experimental results, figures. Always the title should be under the figure, and if you have taken the figure from any other source, give the credit to that, mention it. That's very important. And discussions and conclusions should be very specific. You should not write general conclusions, write specific conclusion about your work. And future work should be mentioned. In which way you can extend your work further. That has to be mentioned in a technical paper. And yes, here what many students fear. Sir, first time paper you please prepare, sir. I'll just send only. You'll ask the lecturer. Please don't do it. First time it is not going to be perfect for everybody. Okay? First time we do the mistake. No problem. You do the mistake. Once again when you read draft paper, that will come nearer to the perfection. So don't worry. You start working on your own and references. In the paper itself, they will be giving some reference format. In the same format, you arrange your references, add the year, volume, author name, title carefully, and then include that. So paper title, this is one of the crucial part. Even for movies also, when the title is interesting, then only we will go for review. Correct or not? So your paper, technical paper title also should be interesting and catchy. Then only that at least the reader finds interest to go through it. Right? So catchy title as well as title which is very specific is important. So abstract should be clear as I told earlier, and acknowledgements. Please don't forget to acknowledge the work that you are referring to in your paper. Placement of figures. Normally figures should be placed at the starting of the page or at the ending of the page, not in the middle. Okay, this care you have to take while giving a paper. And see, it is very important. Before sending the paper, take the printout of paper and see it. Because in soft copy you can't find the mistake. When you take it as hard copy only, in title itself you will find the spelling mistake. Right? Please check that, because always we see that painters will do mistakes in spelling writing. Correct or not? So better to take a printout of the paper. And this is what lastly I want to tell to this crowd. When you change your thinking, you change your beliefs. This is always there in the front page of before my desktop, I always have this. When you change your thinking, you change your belief. When you change your belief, you change your expectation. When you change your expectation, we change our attitude. When you change your attitude, you change your behavior. When you change your behavior, you change your performance. When you change your performance, you can change your life. To change one's life, where the change should begin? The change should begin in your thinking. Right? So this is called as perception learning. If you change the way that you think about the subject learning process, we can change our life. This is the mantra of success today. Thanks a lot for listening to me. And without this slide, I won't complete any kind of session. I like this guy a lot. Who is he? Martin Luther King. Why? What's the reason? He has said, he has given a wonderful message to mankind. If you cannot fly, just run. If you cannot run, just walk. If you cannot walk, just crawl. But don't stop moving forward. One of my friends also told to me that, Kishore, whenever you are walking, always ensure that you are one step ahead of your friend who is walking with you. That is the nature of man that is needed to the today's society. Okay? So with this note, I just want to show the slide. Sir, even for the people who are sitting in the back benches, I want to tell, God has given us everything, right? Which is not there for this individual. When I address any gathering, I say that I am talking to most fortunate people on this earth. Because God has given everything for us. There are students who are fighting for their good day-to-day put. There are students who are having artificial organs but still wants to excel in the field of learning. Just like this guy. What for he is running? He is running for a cup? No. He is not running for a cup. He is running to prove himself that he can do something much better than others who is having everything. So as a student, when every facility is given by management as well as parents, it is our simple responsibility to think whether what we are giving back to the people again, where the trust is ensured. I will tell you one simple incident. Chennai to Trichy, you can come by bus also, right? When you come by bus, before getting into the train, having license or not. None of us wants to go and check whether the driver is younger or older. None of us bothered about what kind of driving ability is having. We'll just settle in our seat and we'll sleep happily. Yes? Am I correct or not? If you open your eyes in between, you can't sleep. It will be going with rocket speed. Yes? Even then you are traveling. What I request you is 10% of the belief that you are putting on that unknown driver, you put that belief on your teacher in the classroom, the life changes for you. Understand? 10% of the belief that you are putting on an unknown driver in a travel from Trichy to Chennai or Chennai to Trichy, let us ensure it on the teacher and parent. You see how the changes are happening to your life. This is my simple request. With this request, I started with Dubai and I am ending in Dubai. So this is what? World's wonderful creation. It's all about Burj Khalifa. Yes, one day I just want one of the students from mechanical engineering of Maharashtra Engineering College who may be a contributor of wonderful creation in Dubai construction company like SR and all. Right? With this expectation, my acknowledgements to my university for sending me here to share my views with you. And from morning I am not proving this point that I am victorious here. Every kind of progress is a teamwork. It is not one-man show. Okay? So I have not done any one-man show from the morning. It is towards the progress. We have an interactive session. And still if you have any questions you can ask. We are talking about intelligence processing. This is old, thank you. This is Middle Age, thank you. This is modern, thank you. What is modern, thank you? Intelligence processing, thank you. In this thank you slide, what you are showing? You are showing a message also. Protect the nature protects you. Besides telling the thank you, this is what us to focus upon. If you have any questions, you can ask. I am always happy to share my information. If you don't have questions, with a strange surprise mark, please leave the auditorium. Thank you.